Greetings! I am Skeletor, and welcome... What? Why is everyone booing? What? Right, I'll just carry on. Right, I am Skeletor, and welcome back to SkeleTalk, the series where I answer your questions. It's the internet's best-kept secret. Right, let's...
Get off the stage!
Why is everyone booing again? Listen, if you don't want to watch the episode, you don't have to. There's no need to be rude. Right, where was I?
You suck!
They're doing it again. I don't understand. I thought my show was quite popular. Up yours, everybody. I'm going to do the episode anyway. How rude. Right, let's just get on with the questions, shall we? Tree Theodore has a couple of questions to get the ball rolling. Question 1. Is it true that He-Man once got the best of you with flowers? Well, how dare you bring that up? I do not care to be reminded of the flower incident, and I thank you not to mention it again. I hope your next question is less inflammatory. Question 2. What's the origin of the phrase, you pansy? Right, you shit, that does it. You've basically just called me a pansy, and where I come from, that's fighting talk. It's very easy, isn't it, to be a keyboard warrior and hide behind your anonymity, hurling insults willy-nilly without fear of repercussion, probably sitting in your parents' basement. Well, I hope you realise how pathetic you seem, poking fun at a plastic toy. And you call yourself Tree? Ha! It's clear to everyone that you are, in fact, less than a poorly maintained shrubbery and a Burke. I can do this all day. Try harder next time. Calling me a pansy. Come and say that to my face, you fanny. Yeah, that's what I thought. But thank you for the questions. Kat has 3 questions for me. Number 1. Why do you hate Monkeyboy so much? Well, I don't hate him so much, but I do hate him just enough. He has one of those faces that you just want to punch. And also, he has more subscribers than me, which is ludicrous. Question 2. Are Panther and Evil Lynn your minions? No, they are my friends. If Evil Lynn heard me refer to her as a minion, she would have my bollocks for breakfast. And question 3. Which minion is scared of you the most, and why? Well, I would say Beastman, but he's too stupid to be scared, really. So I guess I would say Whiplash, because he's more aware of his own weaknesses. Thanks for the questions, Kat. Des T has 3 questions for me. Firstly, do you have any tattoos or scars that could be used to identify you if something sinister happened to you? Well, not really. My skin is flawless. However, in the extremely unlikely event that something sinister should happen to me, I would hope that I would be very recognisable on account of the fact that my head is fleshless, I always wear black furry underpants, and my skin is bright sodding blue.
Skeletor!
What, Whiplash?
Skeletor, that could apply to Hordak as well, if you go by his colour in the cartoon.
Shut up, Whiplash. Nobody asked you. Besides, I expect Hordak probably has a tattoo on his back that reads, I am a twat.
Yes, Skeletor.
Right. Secondly, are you planning on attending any music festivals this summer? Well, no. How can I make that a longer answer? No, I am not. And question 3. What is your preferred sandwich choice? Oh, that's easy. Prawn mayonnaise. No, ham and tomato. No, actually, cheese and pickle. Or BLT. No, tuna and red onion. Or maybe chicken and stuffing. Or perhaps egg and cress.
Skeletor!
What, Whiplash?
Skeletor, you're just listing different types of sandwiches.
I know I'm listing different types of sandwiches, Whiplash. I like listing different types of sandwiches. Get out of my sight before I beat you.
Skeletor.
Sorry, Des. I've never met a sandwich I didn't like, to be honest. But thanks for those questions. Stephen Gray has a trio of questions. Number 1. As everyone is now aware, you are one of the world's leading authorities on jam. But are you a fan of the Scottish pop rock band Marmalade? Well, I did not know anything of this band, so I tried looking them up on YouTube. Unfortunately, however, I immediately spotted a tambourine, so was forced to exit the video quite rapidly. I have a zero-tolerance approach regarding tambourines. Question 2. Is it true that you can knock it, you can rock it, you can go to Timbuktu, but you'll never find a Nessie in a zoo? Yes, this is perfectly accurate. And question 3. Well, it's technically 2 questions, but I'll let you off. You write, how do you think Snake Mountain compares to lairs used by other 80s baddies? And which lair do you think was the most forbidding? Well, I'm having a hard time thinking of many off the top of my head. I suppose Mum-Ra's dwelling place was quite imposing, but to be honest, I think Snake Mountain is probably the most uninviting. Perhaps viewers could let me know of some other horrifying habitats from 80s cartoons. Thanks for the question, Stephen. Gerard O'Connor has a couple of questions for me. Number 1. Who is your least favourite Pokemon? Well, Gerard, I'm afraid I only know of 2 Poke animals, Pikachu and Charizard. Of the 2, I would say that Pikachu is my least favourite because of its stupid red cheeks. And question 2. Would you rescue a kitten from a tree, or pause and laugh? Well, of course I would rescue it. What sort of heartless monster do you take me for? However, I would not rescue a chicken from a bush. Thanks for the questions, Gerard. I know it sickens you when I thank you, which is why I did. Retro Toy Guy Sai has 3 Smurf-related questions. Question 1. How many Smurfs are there? Well, there are currently a little over 100 Smurfs. Interestingly, most of them are male. There are only 3 female Smurfs, the most well-known being Smurfette. And when I say well-known, I do mean in the biblical sense. She might look prim and proper, but by all accounts, she's a dirty, filthy slut. Question 2. Have you ever had to eat a Smurf? Well, I've never had to eat a Smurf, but that's not to say I haven't eaten one.
Skeletor!
What, Whiplash?
Skeletor, you have eaten a Smurf?
Yes, Whiplash, I think everyone got that. Right, and question 3. Have you ever had to dress as a Smurf? Yes, I have been forced to do this twice. On the first occasion, it was to appease evil Lynn in one of her sordid sexual fantasies. The second occasion was necessary to infiltrate the Smurf community in order to select a weak one for lunch.
Skeletor!
Yes, Whiplash?
Skeletor, that was the time you ate a Smurf.
Yes, thank you, Whiplash. That time I was quite explicit. Well done, Captain Obvious. Right, get out of my sight before I beat you.
Yes, Skeletor.
Right, thanks for the questions, Si. Links to your channel can be found in the description. I urge everyone to go and subscribe to the Retro Toy Guy. The original YouTuber The Monkey writes, with how you look, have you thought about Monkeyboy getting the Kiss action figures and joining their band? Well, this is not the worst idea I've heard, and having a second bass player in the band might be quite interesting. However, although the figures look very good, it is unlikely that Monkeyboy will be getting them, as he has no feelings of nostalgia toward the band. For some reason, he only became aware of them in about 1991. Thanks for the questions, Monkey. Reading Movies writes, the other week you were proper shit-faced on the Monkeyboy's Toys video. Did you get a hangover? And what is your best hangover cure? Well, yes, I did get a hangover. There are a few good remedies, but on that occasion I decided to take 2 paracetamol tablets with added caffeine and 2 pints of warm water. And I think it helped that just prior to this I was violently sick. Thanks for the questions, Reading Movies. I've left links to your channel in the description. Lord Malvada has 3 questions for me on Twitter. Number 1. Where do babies come from? shit. Whiplash.
Yes, Skeletor?
Whiplash. Where did babies come from?
I think they hatch from eggs, Skeletor.
Oh, right. I knew that, right. I can confidently say that they hatch out of eggs. I knew that answer immediately, and I didn't have to ask anybody. Question 2. If you put your right foot in and your left foot out and shake it all about, what are you supposed to do next? Well, if you do this, you are likely to fall into the splits, which could be painful. However, if you put your left leg in and your left leg out, then in, then out twice in succession before shaking it all about, your next action should be to do the hokey cokey before turning around. That's what it's all about. Oh, and knees bent, arms stretched, rah, rah, rah. And question 3. Do you wash your pink aprons with other coloured items or put them in a single load? Oh, for heaven's sake, not you as well. Look, I don't have any pink aprons, and the next person to ask me about pink aprons is gonna get it with both barrels. You have all been warned. Lord Malvada, I expect better of you. But thanks for the questions. And Soda Cauldron has 3 questions to round out the episode. Number 1. Just to be clear, how many questions can we ask? Well, a maximum of 3 questions each per episode, please. Question 2. Was the answer 3? Yes it was. And question 3. Is this my last question then? Yes it is. Thanks, Soda. And thanks to everyone who submitted questions this week. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with your minions. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and do leave a question for me for next time in the comments below. Right, I'm off to eat lemon bonbons and watch The Greasy Strangler. See you next time. Bye!